Good evening, everybody. My name is Bettlach, and I'm here to inform you on how to be a successful coach at the junior high and high school level. I've played sports now for many years, probably about 20 years, and finally I'm pursuing my dream of being a coach. I've had tons of different coaches throughout my life, playing football, basketball, baseball, soccer, running track. I played tennis, golf. Really, I've just had so many coaches now that have taught me so much. I feel like it's my time now, and that I can be a successful coach. So I'm going to try and inform everyone, on what I think it takes to be a successful coach. Like I said, I've played for many years, and I'm coaching basketball now. I'm doing a coaching practicum at Glendale, coaching the JV, assistant coaching the JV and varsity boys. So it's just more coaches I get to see and learn from and learn their coaching strategies. I've won many awards. Here's some medals that I've won throughout my years. This right here is a plaque that I won at Glendale my senior year basketball. It was for most assists per game. I had 6.5. It was the most in Missouri at the time. I don't know if it still is. So that's some credibility that I have. And then just taking stuff away from every coach that I've played from throughout my years. So I'd like to start out by talking about my first grade coach. His name was Chris Jennerjohn. He coached me from first grade to 7th grade in basketball, and he was really the one that kind of told me, that I could be really good, not just as a player, but as a coach as well. It was his dream kind of to be a coach when he was growing up, and he told me, basketball, football, sports in general, they're a lot of fun, but they're going to come to an end, and you have to have something, to do after that, because I have some statistics here that say out of high school, only 2.9% of high school college athletes, this is specifically for basketball, 2.9% of high school athletes go on to play college. And then from that, only 1.3 go on to play in the NBA, which as a 5'6" white person, it's not really great odds of making the NBA, which I've almost given up my dream of going to the NBA, but not quite yet. So I'm going to stick to coaching. And so, like I say, Jennerjohn really inspired me to be, a basketball coach. The first coach that I can remember to really teach me methods, things other than basketball. There's many things other than basketball that you can take away from actually playing the game. He taught us, we need to work hard, we need to be trustworthy. But one thing that really, for some reason, I'll always remember is it was one of the biggest games of the season. We were playing Cherokee Middle School. I went to Pershing, and it was a huge game. And before the game, he told me, he said, "Nolan, you're not starting, and I don't know how much you'll play." And really being one of the best players on the team, it was really me and one of my buddies, Blake. And when he told me that I wasn't starting, it really got to me. And so I wondered why. And he said, "Well, it's because you went to the principal's office today in class." And I said, "Yeah, but I didn't get in trouble for it." Just the fact that I was, sent to the principal's office to talk to the principal, was enough for me to not start in the game. So really that kind of got me thinking, my behavior off the court can affect me as a player on the court. And that's really one thing as a coach that I like to drive home to the kids that I coach, is the fact that there's only maybe, one person out of the state or out of, your high school friends is going to go on to play college basketball, maybe in the pros, probably not. But, so you need to take away, in practice, work hard, Be trustworthy to your teammates, and all that stuff is going to make you, a better person in the long run. Not just as, a player, but as a person. The last coach that I'll talk about that was a positive influence on me that I can really remember was my football coach in college, Coach Kessinger. And I can remember the first time that we came in as freshmen, we had a meeting, and he preached for about an hour. You guys have 4 years to play the sport that you love, but then after that, it's Ottawa College, like Ottawa University. It's not really a good likely chance that anybody's going to go on to play in the NFL, which for me wasn't really a dream. I just wanted to play because I love the sport, and so and then I wanted to be a coach afterwards. So that was really my aspirations. So really, he wanted us to take away things from practice that we could use off the field in our whole, the rest of our lives. He wasn't just one of those coaches that, do this, do that on the field, and it doesn't matter what kind of person you are off the field. It really just matters, in the grand scheme of things, which I think was a great coaching philosophy. Also, there's been, some coaches in my life that haven't been great coaches. Like I said, in junior high, we had a lot of success, and then going into high school, we had, one of the teams that we were really hyped up. Our sophomore season, we broke tons of records, and everyone kind of thought that we were going to go on to be like the next big thing in Springfield sports, go on to win state championships. But the coach, just none of us trusted him. We didn't like him a whole lot. And he just wasn't like a good influence on us outside of basketball. So why would we take away things from him, playing basketball? And actually, none of us, which probably 5 of us, could have gone on to play college basketball. 3 of us went on to play college football, but really our first loves were basketball. And because of a bad coach, just one bad coach in our lives, and it kind of turned us all away from basketball. So it really can have an impact, on kids' lives, which is exciting to me because I want to make an impact on kids' lives as well. So I have a quote here that I'd like to end with, and it's from John Wooden. He was a great basketball coach from 1945 to 1976. Some would say he's the best coach of all time. And he said, ability can get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. And really, kind of like I've been saying the whole time, sports are great. Winning is also a great thing, and winning, that makes a lot of success too. When you win, you feel good, you're more confident, and obviously that can lead to being a better player. But the things that you can take away from coaches, especially in junior high and high school like I'm coaching now, is that, if you work hard in practice, you're trustworthy, that those things are going to reflect on you for the rest of your lives. And, you can become a better person all around and have more success in your career after your sports career is over. So thank you for listening, and that's all.